So I wanted to share this crazy tunnel system I found in Camerano in Italy, and they say that it's carved into sandstone, but again, the devil is in the details. If you find any pictures of this place, and I just have like a few pictures on my phone that I just saved because it looks crazy, on closer inspection, look here. You see those bricks that are like fused into the wall, very damaged, very ancient looking. And this one, you see any bricks? Boom, there they are. See that? And even up here, you can see where it's like bricks that are getting deformed and blown out. And one more thing worth noting is, everything I read was saying that this was carved into sandstone. See over here on the right? This looks like really damaged, blown out bricks. But look on this side. Look at this. So everything I read was saying, oh shoot, everything was saying that this was carved into sandstone, but then I did find one website, and you can see it all the way down. One website was saying that it's, they've been, restoration has been taking place slowly, to like, structurally support these ruins and stuff. So they've been adding in brick here and there and cement, but this does not look like this is new and added in to just help support. So if that's the case, just this top part of the column, just this part was there, and these little sections here, and they added the brick in between. Like, it looks fused into. You can tell this is original, and it's damaged. It looks just like all the other patterns that we see over and over. Okay, so now I'm going to show a video. Look at the back wall first. You can see it right off the bat. Right off the bat. Look. See that brick back there? I'm sorry the lighting isn't that good, but this is a really good video to show this stuff. So this thing is like 6 miles long that we know of. It goes down over 60 feet. Look at that wall. Over 60 feet, it goes down into the ground. There's like vaulted, tunnels, archways, domes, and all this like brickwork stuff. Again, looks original to me. And there's literally no mention of the brick out of, I probably read 10 or more articles, and it all said it was just carved out of sandstone. They didn't acknowledge that there's any brick. But then I watched this video, and I was like, holy shit, there is brick all over this place. Look, you can see it on those columns there. It's just like faded in over to the left right there. Sorry, it's blurry. Once it starts going, you'll be able to see it. Clearly brick. Look. Does this look like it's just been restored? That is original. All this brick here is the same as this, but this still has the lines, so we can recognize it, and it has the 90-degree edges there. And like I said, if you look up images, you can just, at first glance, you don't think you're seeing any brick, but and there's some on the left there. Just start zooming in. Look at that wall right there. So how in the hell are they going to say, like, I wonder if the tour guide, if I was on this tour, if I was like, whoa, what's this brick over here? And what this area here looks like brick, but it looks like it's been chewed up and spit out, but it looks like brick. What are they going to tell me? Like, oh yeah, they've been doing some restoration work, for a long time, so they probably restored that, 50 years ago. That's why it looks so old. It just looks like what we see everywhere else. In Derinkuyu in Turkey, we see the same thing. Look at that. Crazy. Oh, look at that. Look at all these bricks here. Damn, I wish the lighting was better. So how in the hell did you have this big section of what would be considered natural, but then above and below it, sandwiched in, you've got this brickwork? Look, it goes all the way around. Like they would have to inlay it into the wall. And a lot of it looks like it's been buffed, you know, buffed out to transition into the sandstone. You can see the layers. So here's one of the domed rooms. And they say this was for, you know, religious rites. It's connected to the Templars, the Knights Templar. And they say that they, you know, had secret meetings down here. It's all shrouded in mystery, you know, supposedly during World War II, which this may have happened, but in like 1944, there was like a group of people that went down there to escape like the bombing and stuff. And they were down there for like 20 days. All right, let's keep going. Oh, look up there at the top. Oh, I'm sorry it's so blurry. You can go back and watch this though. I'll link the video to it. This video was uploaded 13 years ago. It only has 3 comments. Look at that back wall. Some jacked up bricks. Blown out. Bricks to the left. I mean, this place is riddled with brick. But yeah, it only has like 3 comments. Like, nobody gives a shit about these discoveries. And it's just like insane. They've made sure it's really boring and really spooky. There's a brick wall back there. Or a brick column. Look at that shit right there. Now that is some old damn brick. And look at the mortar. If they went in there to restore this, and again, I keep going back to that part of the narrative because that's the only thing they could, that they have in the narrative to make sense of this, and that doesn't make sense. So they've got this historical, you know, ancient city underground, and they send some, you know, unskilled people that don't even know how to put mortar together, that use, you know, defective bricks on this historical site. Look at that. Let me see if I can go back just a hair. Okay, let me get around here. You see that? All this messy, squeezed out, totally deformed. Like that brick was liquid for a little bit. Man, what's got to be a shadow right there? There's more brick right there. Oh, look at that wall there. Go back a hair. That brick. Man, I wish the lighting was better. I apologize for that. Look at all this brick. You see that? And all those bricks look like they've just become one horizontal, you know, layer. And if this were to keep melting and start to bow down, it starts looking just like what we see with sandstone, where it looks like there's like swirls in there. And look, there's brick back there too, right here. I'm sure you see it. Most people that would watch my videos have a really keen eye for this stuff. Yeah, that whole archway. The wall to the left right there. Brick, brick, brick. Brick on the right, brick on the left. This is all brick. All brick. It doesn't look restored. There's columns there. Like, I could give it to some, you know, the last 2 columns we just saw on the right. Like, maybe they added those in. Maybe they added those right there. But the ones that are, like, embedded and changing form, and, you know, you can see the transformation of a normal brick to this misshapen elongated brick into just sandstone. Like that bit on the right there. Yeah, even the so-called sandstone walls, you can see that it's brick. That bit on the left right there. Crazy. There's a section there. All that shit on the left. More on both sides. More on the right. Look at these. This looks like the blown out blocks, like we see. And there's enough evidence to show that these blocks like this, whenever they're in these kind of ancient sites, you'll start finding little red bricks mixed in with that. So, and you'll see the transformation where it's a regular sized brick and it starts losing color, and then it starts to blow out, and then it looks like these rocks. Yeah, I was just mesmerized last night whenever I found this video. And there's other ones too where there's, you know, these tours where people are just walking around filming on their own, and it's crazy. There was one, I don't know if I'll add it to this because video's already getting long and I don't want it to be boring, but look at the stalactites hanging. But yeah, there was a couple of walls on that tour that really you could see where it's brick and starts to transform, and then it looks chewed up, and then it's the sandstone. Look on the right there. Yeah, there's just a very clear pattern that we see with these underground cities, these underground tunnels, which is that they are, look at all that brick. All that's brick. It's just severely damaged. But the pattern is basically that none of this is carved. Look at all that's brick. But that it's just, you know, it's been X-factored. And we see this same damage above ground on structures. And they say above ground that it's carved, you know, into stone. But you'll have the same features where you have these little pockets of brick that are intact and transforming and deformed. Crazy. Yeah, they say this was for water storage and to hide, you know, hide from enemies. And, you know, basically like Darren Cooney, pretty similar narrative about it. You get all that brick right there. So this is the second picture I think I showed you, is this part of the cave. And you can see here, this is that section here too, where we could make out the brick in the picture very easily. And like I would prefer to do good photos and share those, but there's just not that many from this location. And here you can see more red brick. Those white diagonal lines was maybe some kind of finishing or something that slid down and fused in at a diagonal. Look at that chewed up wall. If the music is distracting. Alright, and here's the other video that has that one little section, which there's tons of this in there. I mean, you can watch the whole video and you'll find tons of good stuff, but there's one spot specifically that right here You see that over here with this brick, where it's like nice bricks. You got blown out bricks. You got totally chewed up. Whoop. Chewed up, messed up brick above it. It's all starting to get puzzle pieced together, jigsaw looking. Yeah, I don't think that's, look, it goes all the way up. I don't think that's from a restoration or some kind of repair. Yeah, look at that mangled brick on all those first 3 columns. Right there on the left. More mangled brick. See that? Look at the mortar. Starting to kind of harden and pop out. Yeah, I mean, I think these tunnels are just swallowed up pockets that used to be above ground. And when this high heat frequency electric type of apocalypse took place, it just, everything changed forms, bubbled, melted, and some of the buildings got completely cremated into what we call dirt now, which is just brick ash, and it swallowed up the buildings around it and under it and beside it. And so you have these like tunnels like this that we find everywhere. I mean, this goes down over 60 feet. It's like a 6-story building in reverse underground with these details. And like these have like carvings on the columns and on the base, on the like capital of the column, you know, the top part. And it just doesn't make any damn sense that primitive people went down here and carved, look that on the left there, that chewed up brick. They went down here and just hammered away at fucking rock. There was some brick on the right, brick on the left. Hammered away at the rock, there's more brick. To make these tunnels. Like, why would they go through the extra work of making it, you know, so nice looking? You know, just, if you're just trying to serve, you wouldn't make these little altar areas. And I mean, it's just excessive. 60 feet deep, 6 miles that we know of, with 17 entrances from the buildings above. Look at that chewed up on the left. Yeah, and you could see how high up some of these ceilings are in relation to the people. This is before electricity, you know. I don't buy it. My bullshit meter goes off the chart whenever I look at stuff like this. And whenever I see in their narrative, they say, oh, they had to add brick because they're trying to restore it. The brick that we see does not look new, and it does not look like it's been added. It's like fused in and part of it and severely damaged. So anyway, I'll stop it there. It's already 18 minutes. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.